to YapNet. I'm Taylor.
I'm Kelly.
And this is our first episode ever. And Kelly's going to open some champagne for us because I think we're both feeling like a little bit excited.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about all sorts of things, including who just DM'd me. And I just got another Instagram notification.
Oh my God. And I'm supposed to wait to find out what that
Because
says.
we're not going to reveal anything. But what I can reveal is that the DM is from someone on a show, on a Netflix reality show about love where they don't see each other. Really hard to guess from that. And we really have to wait until the finale before I say anything because...
Oh.
Because it would be...
Spoiler.
It's a spoiler.
Which is what you said back, which I think is funny and cute.
Thank you. And we'll see what happens. We'll see where that goes.
And it's just like, it was just perfect timing because we're excited about celebrating our first episode.
Right.
And now there's an event to be surrounded by.
There's an event. There's a, maybe even a cliffhanger. But yeah, make sure you fill that really good.
Maybe he'll come and get an interview.
Maybe one day. Cheers. That's pretty good. I did not chill this.
It's fine. It's delicious.
Yeah,
and I'm excited to start drinking.
You like it? Drink up. Drink it. Drink the whole thing. Will you or will you not? You don't really like it.
It's hard to chug it because of the bubbles.
I guess that's fair. You're not really a champagne person in my head.
Well, I like mimosas. That's champagne.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like I forced this upon you. Because you were like, should I pick up the wine?
Well, because I had like wine in my head, but also like I don't really like to drink red wine like outside of the confines of my house because of the red wine mouth. And like I'm like scary old cigarette mom, like, like black.
What is red wine mouth?
Like when your teeth go red from...
That probably happens to me and I just didn't know
and it just makes everything you say sound stupid because your mouth is fucking dyed with...
Are you sure that's not just...
It's a combination.
It's a combination. It's a combination. Well, I wanted to give you something.
Okay.
Because I thought maybe you wouldn't like the champagne and I wanted to do something that was a little more you.
Okay.
And so I got you this.
Ponies. Oh, and they're cold.
The champagne of beers.
It is.
So
Oh, fuck. We can't open it.
Oh. Use your teeth.
No,
don't use your teeth. But they're there in case. We'll find something.
In case we take this to the next level.
In case we take this to the next level. That's what I brought for you.
But we can talk about like kind of how we came up with the idea to do this at all, which is we went on a road trip and talked for 15 hours straight.
Right, no music.
No music. Well, my 4-song playlist.
An occasional reggae song. Kelly is a big reggae fan. Me, not so much. Maybe if I get her drunk enough, I'll make her sing a song.
It always happens. Like every time
it
there's
does.
my performance time.
I get really excited about it. But we had so many conversations on that trip.
And you have some hilarious stories that I feel like people don't get to like see that. Like, and some of the shit that comes out of your fucking mouth, I'm just like, okay, like let's write that down because
I really should because I'm also extremely forgetful. So like
Yeah.
I forget all of my good stories.
Well, I actually think that weekend you were like, okay, I'm getting hyped up about my stories. I'm going to have to start cataloging them and then make them searchable. I'm like...
And I did.
Very type A person.
I did do that, but I never finished. So I'm like, I think ahead like type A, but then follow through type B totally. There barely any.
It's balance, you know? I have this problem when I'm trying to like remember my own story or something that happened like on a night out. I go into the notes and I like write shorthand, but the next day it makes absolutely no sense. And like I specifically remember this one time I wrote like this like broken up version of some story and I had people's names in it. And I went to the girl and I was like, what does this mean? Like, what is the meaning of this? She's like, I have no fucking idea. Like, also, like, I can't, like, hear that well. So it's like fill in the blanks.
You also can't see. We just went over how you can't see.
So I'm using a lot of imagination in all of these stories.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair. Well, on our road trip, Kelly, we went to Kelly's hometown. We live in New Orleans. We went to her hometown in Illinois where she fed me. Her family tried to feed me a delicacy.
I was protecting you
of the area, which was tuna casserole. Now a
Midwestern delight.
So why don't you explain what tuna casserole is?
Well, it's pasta salad. It's a tuna pasta salad with hard-boiled eggs, onion, celery, and tuna.
But it's warm.
It's cold.
It's cold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Like when I go to visit my family, my mom makes all my things that I love. But you know, like not everyone likes like your childhood stuff. I don't know. I think it really shined a light on our different backgrounds and like
right, because you did also eat tuna casserole this week, you told me.
Yes.
So it's not just
like a comfort.
It's like something that you make regularly.
It is. It is.
That's
Because it's really filling and then I make a big batch.
And so tasty.
Well, it's funny because Ben doesn't like, he won't go in the same room as the tuna casserole.
I wouldn't either. We actually had to stop at Taco Bell specifically for me when they were eating the tuna casserole.
Which, you know, I knew that would happen. I knew it would happen because I've faced it with other friends from different parts of the world.
Right, from different parts of the world. So I grew up in...
God forbid I have a black friend over. My mom's weird foods, like
no
well,
flavor.
We put mayo on everything.
That's very Midwestern.
It is.
Well, I grew up in New York, so my things are New York pizza and bagels. So you could pretty much, and my mom makes Italian food. I'm Italian. Mm-hmm. So all of that is pretty good. I feel like most people like that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, if it'd be salty enough for you. I think this is actually the Roast Kelly show. So, Kelly, do you want to...
I'm not embarrassed of it at all. I appreciate salt. I have some conspiracy theories about people saying salt is bad for you.
Well, you know what? I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I've been reading a lot of the literature behind salt being bad for you, and supposedly it's not. But when we were also in Illinois, we got pizza. But not like Chicago-style pizza.
It was deep dish or it was pan?
It was pan.
Yeah.
It was like a normal pizza at a pizza place. And, you know, normal people get their pizza and they either just eat it or maybe they'll put cheese on it or roasted red peppers. But Kelly just poured salt on her pizza.
Okay, first of all, I worked at that pizza place. I am very familiar with how much salt it fucking needs.
Yeah, and I ate it.
You said, so do you always salt things before you taste them?
And you do.
Okay, certain things that I know need salt. Like, do you remember that time I like put my hand in front of you so to not have a bite of that burrata without salt?
Yes.
And you were like,
we were at a nice restaurant. And she was like, I need salt. I said, okay. And then we had to wait for the waitress to come back, which took forever.
Yeah, that's why I need to just like carry my own.
Right. And that's so normal too.
Yeah. That's like how Beyonce carries hot sauce. I just have salt, maybe a couple mayo packets.
Dude, that's insane. That is actually insane. I am a big mayo fan though. Mm. I dip my fries in mayo.
Plain mayonnaise or like an aioli type.
I love aioli, but if I don't have it, I'll just use plain mayo. Now,
that's pretty wild.
I used to do mayo. I used to put like salt and pepper in it, like whatever I could find. I don't like ketchup. I'll eat ketchup on a hot dog. Maybe I'll eat it on stuff, but I don't like just having ketchup there. I'm not a ketchup person.
You know, I'm a little bit bratty about ketchup because like I can't stand the smell of it.
But you can
eat it. Yeah. Like, but it's like the smell of ketchup is so nauseating to me.
You know what? You're right. Because you said that and I thought about like ketchup being on a plate and then the plate being there.
Yes.
And
God forbid you're fucking hungover, because get that out of the house.
no, throw it out. I don't actually even keep ketchup in the house at all.
Well, we all have tater tots all the time, so gonna need ketchup with the tots.
Are you a tater tot over fries person?
Not like at a restaurant, but like at home, yeah.
Okay.
And those bitches crisp up real nice in the air fryer for you.
I love an air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been on an air fryer journey because I gave up on it and then I went back to it, and now I'm putting everything in there.
Why did you give up on it?
Because it was like leaving a greasy mess like all over my entire life, and I was like, this thing is disgusting. It was like a snail trail from the air fryer.
Where were you dragging your air fryer?
Well, then it got like put out on the porch. But so then when I wanted to bring an air fryer back into my life,
yeah,
I couldn't justify like paying whatever 100, because I had already thrown one out anyways.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
Now you're back.
I bought these paratha things, like kind of like naan, but like flakier.
I don't know what that is.
That's delicious, and they crisp and puff right up.
You have to bring one.
Okay.
For me to try. What's in it?
It's just like a flaky garlic bread.
Oh.
Tortilla looking.
Oh.
Tortilla croissant naan.
Okay. We are self-proclaimed garlic girlies for sure.
Yeah.
And we have some friends who are anti-garlic, which I think is just a crime.
Yeah, well, one is literally fresh off the boat from Italy.
From Italy, and won't eat garlic or onion.
Or tomato.
I don't trust it.
She's probably a spy. The jury's out on that.
I have been thinking about that. And maybe if we invite her on the podcast, she'll say you'll have to like blur her face and change her voice, because she actually is a spy.
I would just add to the mystique of it.
Yeah, she really is very mysterious. That's Anna. I don't know if you maybe have seen her on our social media, and Kelly did just start a brand new Instagram at Kelly Hotdogs. Because Kelly loves hot dogs.
I do love hot dogs. I forgot to bring that up when we were talking about our favorite foods, because pizza is important to me, but number one is hot dogs.
Obviously.
Sure. Or any tube meats.
Sometimes I just don't know what to do with tube meat. So like salami, like that.
Or sausage.
Sausages. Okay, well, we were just talking about Oktoberfest and how you didn't love the boiled sausage there.
Yeah. That's correct.
But
I just like have an issue with like not enough salt in there. But
I wonder why.
You know what I mean? Like if it's like at these Oktoberfest things, sometimes the sausage is so blubbery that it's like, okay, I need to move on from this. But the pretzel kills it every time, just like you said.
Yeah, the pretzel was really good. We actually have we still have a group chat with I made a group chat. I was like, I'm adding everyone I meet to this group, and I'm just gonna have one big group on Instagram that I can invite my friends to stuff. And it was called Look Mom, Taylor Made a Friend. And it devolved very rapidly into a hot dog meme group. Now there are no plans made in there. Some of these people,
we don't talk anymore.
But we just send hot dog memes back and forth all the time.
Some of these people I've never met too.
Yeah, they don't know each other. And they're sending hot dog memes and following each other.
I mean, so at some point, like certain people dropped out of that group because of the hot dog overload. And then some people feel like it's overdone, but they will just send me the video privately.
And be like, oh, I didn't want to send in the group because it'd be too much.
That's right. And like Ben was a real hater about the hot dog stuff, but he's privately sending me stuff and other people that just like, but why am I the...
We all know why, Kelly.
But there's no shortage of hot dog videos and content.
And really, I don't really like hot dogs. Although, Kelly took me for the best hot dog of my life. And I was very surprised. So when we decided to go to Illinois, she was like, I have to take you to my favorite hot dog place. And I said, okay, great. And she said, you might have heard of it. It's Home Depot.
That's right.
Which is so weird to me because my Home Depot doesn't serve food. And I think most don't.
Look, it's nothing crazy. And you know what? I think that my idea of that being the best hot dog was like confirmed by other people that you met.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, you gotta go get a depot dog.
So weird. And it was so good. I was very surprised.
Yeah,
by
they just
it.
do it correctly. Like they take their time with the buns. They have all the ingredients.
Well, yeah, it has the fixins, the Chicago dog fixins. And what I really liked on it, which I didn't think would make a big difference, but I loved the celery salt on it, which is, you know. Are you a celery salt fan or just a regular?
Any type of salt.
Any type of
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garlic salt.
It's a wonder you're not like fucking bloated and floating.
Okay, so yeah, that's my conspiracy is that like if you ever like you know how they put out a salt block for deer in the woods?
No.
Okay, so like again, from the Midwest. So they will put out like a block of salt to attract deer and they just like go and lick the salt block.
They're just
know what's good.
Oh, so you're saying deer know what's up.
Yes.
And so do you.
Yeah.
So with your conspiracy theory.
Like if deer are saying that it's good for you, then it's probably good for me. All right.
What do deer eat typically other than salt?
I think they eat like leaves.
Mm-hmm. Do you also eat leaves?
Occasionally.
Just right off the tree?
I don't know what deer eat, I guess.
Yeah,
They
I don't
eat
know.
Bugs.
I don't know what they eat, but based off of your logic, you need to start eating whatever it is.
Okay.
Because they know. That's what those were your words. You said they know what's good.
And running across the street in the night. Got that down.
You definitely do that. There have been many a night where Kelly looks like a deer in headlights, first of all.
Okay, that was personal.
I'm sorry. You like when I'm a little mean to you.
Just a touch.
I think that's kind of like your love language a little bit.
Like a little bit of bullying. You know, I've all like we talked about bringing back a little bit more bullying like into our social lives.
Yeah.
Just sort of make better people of our friends.
Well, you know, you can say something to someone nicely only so many times. And then if you're close enough with them, like we are, I could really say to you, you need to fucking stop. And I think you'll heed what I say. You won't take it. You'll say, okay, this is probably something I should stop doing or whatever. I haven't found that with you, though.
Yeah, I don't think that you've actually been serious about
bullying you. Only like funny bullying. Yeah. Last night you said something to me via text that
I like straight up did not look at my phone today.
Okay, let me just. This is what you said to me via text. You said,
"Wait, do you have any Instagram messages?"
I do have 2 Instagram messages. Yeah, and you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Okay, you said, would travel to the ends of the earth to find you. That's so sweet. We were both out. She said, I'm with 2 tag-alongs. And I said, like the Girl Scout cookies, you know, being funny. My joke wasn't that funny, but you found it really funny. And I said, you were like, no, not that. But Lord knows I love both. I don't know what.
The cookies.
The cookies. And then I was like, no, I actually don't like those cookies because I don't like chocolate. I don't know if do tag-alongs have chocolate? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're very serious about that. So then I said,
learn basic Girl Scout cookie anatomy, Taylor.
You know what? I probably should. Maybe we'll invite a Girl Scout on to teach us.
That would be so nice. And they have a lot of new flavors and they do specials every year now.
Yeah, do a little commercial for the Girl Scout cookies. Don't you? So, anyway, I said, joke's on you. I don't like any of that shit. Oh, because you said you have moon pies. And then you said, chocolate, my queen's fatal flaw.
Oh, I was in a mood.
Yes. And then, which I said.
Very medieval.
I know.
Do you know what? I just ordered my outfit for the Renaissance Fair.
You were just feeling it.
I guess.
I responded, the gesture must fully understand the queen. And then I'm not going to say what you said beyond that because it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate.
Oh, I know what I said.
Yeah.
Well, so the problem was I was starving. I had nothing to eat yesterday, and the only food that they were giving me at the parade was moon pies. And I ate 2. They're minis. And I ate 2, but I was like, Ben, like, I need a sandwich. By the time I made it to the sandwich, it was too late.
Well, let me tell you something. You normally don't get that fucked up. So it makes a lot of sense that it was the food thing and not anything else. Because normally you're still on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, I think it's time for our clip of the day.
Okay, I'm really excited about this.
I know this is the clip that Kelly presented.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. It's in my dreams. It's in my nightmares. It's in my good nightmares. I can't believe how much it has affected my life.
Things have really changed because of this clip for you. Well, let's play it. Let's watch this together. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so immediately I followed, obviously. But it was like bringing up these feelings inside of me that I was like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, I would fuck that porcupine.
Okay, the elephant? No. You know, I like them when they're wearing a little less like that. Kazakhstan. That guy.
Canada. Fuck the pelican.
I would not fuck the pelican. I would not.
Keep an open mind.
Azerbaijan. No, you see, he's wearing too much clothing for me.
Well, so there's a lot of different versions of this, and I followed, but then there's a bunch of different accounts. Like, there's unlimited this content, and I am obsessed. I'm thinking about it all the time.
Do you think about specific ones or just
the horse one?
The horse one. I didn't really even notice was the horse in that one? Mm-hmm. And so what are
I don't know. I'm just as lost as you.
So the head is the animal part. There aren't any other animal parts. Or,
I mean, it's left up to your imagination.
So what are you imagining, Kelly?
Taylor. I can't believe it. You know, it's like I'm learning about myself in these.
Technology has come so far.
And you know what? Probably like it's best that AI just creates that type of shit because who's going to waste their time to like.
To do that?
It's pornographic, really.
Absolutely. And you know what? You sent this to me on TikTok and I thought.
Okay. I sent it to my entire circle.
Right. And I thought, okay, where's the joke here? Because Kelly always sends funny TikToks. And then I started watching it and I thought, no. There's no joke. I might have to go grab a toy right now. I also was surprised by the feeling I was having.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are people who watch it and go, what the fuck? But I
mean, you can't look away from it.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And
there's no end to people's weirdness, especially
you.
Sexually.
Especially sexually. You know what's weird? I just realized is that we're talking about sex on our podcast for the first time, and it's this.
And what better way?
I was actually thinking, these people are going to think we're fucking weird, dude.
No, I think that anyone would agree that those animals are hot.
Maybe we should like put a poll up.
Yeah.
On our Instagram.
That's what I think.
Let's do that.
I mean, I asked a couple people about like what they thought about it.
And no one came at you. Well, you have weird I'm one of your friends, but you have weird we have weird friends.
I mean, I would be surprised to hear that someone watched that video and doesn't like it.
You know what? There is one of our friends who would be like, you know who? I think Rosary would be like, what the fuck? No.
No, she's a perv too.
Okay, maybe so.
She would be like, I'd let that porcupine blow my back.
Okay, Rosary's not here to speak for herself, but
I'm willing to bet.
you're willing to bet. Well, you have a weird history.
Okay, you always accuse me of this bug porn thing. And
This, I did not come up with this. Give me the champagne.
my story to you was that I found it. Not that I was into it, but now I've just kind of like leaned into you thinking that I'm watching.
How did you find it, Kelly?
Okay, because I was looking at unpopular opinions
On Reddit.
and the guy was like, I like the feeling of like of flies landing on me. And I was like, whoa, like that is a real unpopular opinion. Like
Yes. Yes.
but going through the comments, I ended up finding a niche subreddit about bug fucking.
And how long did you spend on this subreddit?
Well, I mean, again, like you can't look away.
Now,
from
here's
it.
the question. Bugs fucking each other?
No, giant bugs fucking people. Mostly like art stuff. Like
I don't want to kink shame. I really don't want to kink shame. So I just won't say shit. Because I can't, like a centipede, that's the first thing I thought of, like a centipede. And because of the
anatomy.
Giant makes it, well, I don't know. Not my thing.
Regarding finding weird stuff on the internet, I found you on the internet.
That is true. We did, and our first conversation was about hot dogs.
Yeah. A hot dog eating contest specifically.
Right. And I remember I said, how many hot dogs can you eat? Okay, well.
And you know what? Bumble BFF is maybe even more pressure than a regular dating site.
I think so.
Because I give a fuck way more what other girls think about me. And also women are more critical. Like imagine being a man on a dating app. Like
what I think is it's the hardest thing to be on Bumble BFF because you don't want it to seem like you're trying to date them. So I would write out my bio. I wrote out my bio so many times. I'm like, this sounds like I'm trying to fuck people.
that's interesting. I
didn't have that issue.
No,
Okay.
you're just a pervert.
Well, that is also true. And I do also like girls. I'm bi. But I just felt like anything I wrote sounded like, hey, what's up? So then, like, any message I sent, I'd be like, hey, babe, how are you? And then because I didn't want to use, like, a line. I didn't want to, like, use something on their profile because that's what I would do if I was, like, trying to hit on someone. I'd be like, I saw you like hot dogs. Like, that's too suggestive. I can't write that to you, Kelly. You know
Why
what I mean?
is that suggestive? I do. I invited you to my hot dog eating contest.
You immediately did. Yeah.
But yeah, there's like, it's a weird vibe, like chatting on Bumble BFF because you want to like seem fun and cool, but like not insane, but like not boring. I mean, we've met some doozies on Bumble BFF.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so let's get into that.
Okay.
We met on Bumble BFF. I downloaded Bumble BFF. I had surgery and I was like super lonely. I was like, I need friends and I don't know how to make any. I'm like old. I don't know. Like you can go out, but I feel like drunk friends, you meet girls in the bathroom all the time. So I downloaded and you were, I feel like one of my first matches. And we just like, were texting. I was like, oh, this girl seems cool. And you were like, let's move it to Instagram or like you want to text me or whatever. And that was great. So then we started texting. We hadn't met each other, but we just clicked. There was just a vibe there. And we decided to do an event together.
Which is less pressure, in my opinion.
Right.
Like then going on a one-on-one girl date.
But it's also kind of weird because we weren't going to an event. We were having an event. I made us an invite and everything. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
So
I thought it was so special. You always make everything so special.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I really tried to. So there's a thing called Red Restaurant in New Orleans, which is
one of my favorite days.
Yes, it's an all-day event. Well, what it really is a run for the American Heart Association, I think. And people run and they wear red dresses. That was like how it started. But then everyone in their red dresses, everyone, men and women, everyone wears a red dress. People would go out on Bourbon Street after the run. And then it just became like this thing where everyone just goes out in red dresses. And people still do the run. Great cause. Love that. We don't. No.
But that's very on point for New Orleans. Just, okay, yeah, there's a whole thing, but we're just going to do the drinking part.
Exactly. So we decided to have a red dress run party pregame at my apartment. Bumble version, we invited just a bunch of people we had never met from Bumble. That's actually fucking dangerous, by the way. There were 13 people at my apartment who we have never met before.
Yeah, but they're all women.
Yeah, I know.
Like, allegedly. I guess they could be fake.
Right.
Like,
it could have been anyone.
Yeah.
Well, we were like, oh, give me your Instagram. We did like, we didn't do background check. From the start. Social verification. So we had 13 girls and everyone seemed kind of nice.
Yeah, I liked every single person.
Yes, everyone was definitely nice.
Yeah. I even liked what the person you're about to talk about.
So there was one girl that there were a few red flags and she
was having a bad week.
Yes, her ex had broken into her house, which is horrible, but she liked that. That was what was weird about it. She was like,
The weirdest part is that she was telling us people she just met. She was like, he just came in and took it.
And we were like, oh my God, are you okay? Like and she was like, I loved it. And I was like, okay. I mean, like, again, I don't kink shame, whatever you're into. But I was like, is this a sad story or a happy story? I can't tell.
I mean, she was crying.
She was crying, but she was like really excited about it. And so, okay, that's fine. And then we're out. We did the pregame. We're out at Red Dress Run. It's hard to all stay together at Red Dress Run. There are like a million fucking people out there. We all stayed together. And then we're all drinking, but something happened. She had to have taken something, I think.
I'm positive.
Yes. She is gone. So we're like, we need food. Mm-hmm. Let's go get food. And so she's upset.
Which, it was far past me off my food.
The pizza was not going to help. But we thought
she was going to need an IV.
Yeah. I don't know what, because we were all fine. Oh, there was also that girl there who kept running away.
I mean, I don't care about that. And like,
that was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. She would be like, oh, I'm just going to go outside. And then we'd be like, okay, we'll stay inside. See her through the window. And she'd be like, and run. And I'm like, just go if you want. Like, what are you doing? Why are you? But anyway, so then we went to get pizza and I don't know where to begin on this one.
She pissed in the chair.
And, yeah. And
at the pizza place.
She dropped her pizza on the floor, picked it up, kept eating. And she also threw up on the ground a little. But not everyone saw that.
Was there a crossover with the pizza falling to the ground and the piss on the ground?
You know what? I have to get some other sources involved, really, because I did not see it with my own eyes. We did have some chaperones there who were not drinking, and they were like, this girl has to go because she peed, dropped her pizza, and vomited all within the same breath. Really.
She's crying. She's not having a good time.
No, she's not having a good time. So we were like, we got to get you home. So then Kelly ordered an Uber on Kelly's account.
Yeah, and that account has been put to rest. I think something happened. I don't know if she either like had a freak out or threw up in the Uber.
Okay.
But it's the second time I've had to start a new Uber account because of my low rating. Because do you know when your rating gets so low,
they just cancel your account?
The drivers, I think at least, that they can see your low ass rating and they're like, I'm not picking up this dumb bitch.
Sure.
This one time I was in the Uber and I thought I was being funny or cute or interesting or whatever. And I was talking about the moon was so beautiful. And I was like talking about the phases of the moon. And the driver goes, yeah, well, the funniest part about it is that I didn't fucking ask. And I was like, and I wasn't even halfway home yet. And I was like, fuck. Like,
Did you get any vibe? Do you remember before that? Like, did you get any vibe from this driver?
oh,
Well, perfect. Going along with what that driver was on, it's time for a segment I like to call Hate Mail to Kelly. So what we're going to be doing is every week we're going to feature some hate mail that Kelly gets, but this is obviously our first week, so we don't have any. So that means I am forced to write hate mail to Kelly.
they're forcing you.
I know they're the people in charge of this podcast, me and Kelly, are forcing me to write this. So, I mean, I guess I'll just get to that. I have nothing written yet. And now, you know, I'm a lightweight, so I'm a little bit... There's a little fly. It's driving me insane. So I'm a little buzzed. This is going to be harder than I thought it was.
Do you want me to help you?
Yeah. Okay. Dear Kelly.
Well, let's see. It kind of feels like this whole day has been hate mail to Kelly regarding making fun of my salt intake. And
Dear Kelly, you like salt. I wonder what else I could say about that. But we should come back to this when I'm finished writing it.
Okay.
Because we have some other stuff to talk about.
Okay, perfect.
Like, you know, P. Diddy.
That's right. So I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
like, if your, like, Taylor's Diddy party were to be rated, what would be your 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Well, okay. Like, what would I have 1,000 of?
Yeah. Or, like, what's going to be at your Diddy party? Your version.
Okay. So,
Taylor's version.
Taylor Swift, that's big. Know nothing about that. Anyway, that's a hard question. Okay, so these, obviously, Diddy, are we gonna...
I don't know that much about it. I just only see, like, online jokes.
Okay, yeah, he's done, like, horrible stuff. I don't know. Are we gonna get murdered if we talk about that? That's the other thing I was thinking about. You're not allowed to say bad things about him.
No, that's Jay-Z.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, so no Jay-Z talking, right. We saw an interview where there were two people who did some sort of hand sign when someone was talking badly about Jay-Z.
Regarding Liam
Payne, the One Direction guy. So anyway, all we have to say about Jay-Z is this. Do the thing. Whatever that means, we're in on it, and I don't know. Whatever. Next topic. Diddy has done some horrible things. Having 1,000 bottles of baby oil is nuts because I use a lot of lube and I have 2 bottles and I've had 2 bottles for months. At my freak off, okay, so they would do the freak off competition.
Oh yeah, that's the question.
That's the question. What would I do at my freak off? How could I be freakier than anyone else? Well, you know what? I am a fan of the weird toys, the unusual toys.
Shit that you think is normal is pretty fucking out there.
I like, you know, earlier today, I was doing my makeup in my other room that I typically stream in, and I had this pink dildo. And Kelly said, so where do you put that?
Yeah, I said, where do you put that? And you go, like, in my house or on my body? Like, you psycho. No, it's obviously on the shelf right now. But
No, and I'm not. I cannot fit that dildo anywhere. But I do like the look of it. It is huge. It makes you ask questions. And that's interesting to me. Now, what am I doing at a freak off? I have to do so. I can't just be like, here, look at my toys.
I don't know if you're lying, and I don't usually pressure you about this kind of stuff, but it didn't look unused to me.
Do you think? Hold on,
It's covered in hair. Like your head hair.
Yes, because I blow dry my hair right next to it. Okay. Where I was sitting doing my makeup. Okay.
Look, neither here nor there.
Should we put a picture up? Actually, I don't know if we could show a picture of this. of the location and proximity to where I'd blow dry my hair.
Well, this all, like, the conversation started because a ghost knocked it off of your...
That's true. A ghost did knock it down. Now, I will tell you, silicone does collect dust and hair and things.
Yeah.
And I know that because of...
And it was sticky from not putting it anywhere.
I actually just had it out for show. I haven't used it before. But I wonder what the freakiest thing I could do. Like, you and I are competing, you got bugs. I can't compete with bugs, dude.
So remember that one time we discussed that that hotel, it's like a kind of like honeymoon type hotel, and they have this clear slide, and like that's pretty fucking freaky.
So you want to watch a guy go down the clear slide from below?
Oh yeah.
And what view were you looking for? The asshole, the balls?
Like it's just like a...
Because they would have, if they spread their ass, then they would get stuck more. And to see the asshole, they would really be having to spread it. Because otherwise, it's just going to be...
I mean, when you're sitting on a plastic slide, I think your asshole is suctioned to the slide.
Okay, well, speak for your suction.
No? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Does your asshole suction to things when you sit down?
So, I know that it does because I nearly exclusively lay down in the shower. Like, lay down to take showers.
Why don't you take a bath?
Because I don't want to, like, sit in the water. I want it to be, like, the cleaning vibe of a shower, but I would need to be laying down.
So where do you put your head? Towards the drain or away from the drain?
Away from the drain.
And you lay down and you suction your asshole.
Okay, no, hold on.
Okay, you went.
I'm just saying, you're making this weird. When you sit down, your butthole touches the ground.
I'm making... Okay, my butthole does not touch the ground. I got a big butt.
Yeah, but when you're sitting, you like... I don't know.
No. Well, okay, wait. Actually, I will... First of all, you win the fucking freak off, bro. I thought I was freaky. You fucking win.
With the slide, which we've been over that.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm cool with the slide, but I'm not really interested in the slide. I am interested in what genitalia look like from different angles as well. And I think that's really more of it. Do you like the angle of it or the clear, like, pressed up a bit against the clear plastic part of it?
I mean...
You're into all of it. Like, if you're just under someone like this and they, like, spread themselves on you, are you like, that is what I'm looking for? Or I
don't know. I just, like, feel like that's pretty extreme. Like, that's an extreme thing to see. Mm-hmm. It's almost medical.
So that's what you like about it?
No, I didn't say I liked it. I said that would be a good thing to have at your freak off.
So you don't like it?
I don't not like it.
I didn't say that I liked it.
So condemn the clear slide.
Wait, there was something I was about to say that I lost now.
At your freak off.
Oh, no. What I was going to say is that sometimes when I sit, I spread my cheeks.
So that you can suction.
But I can't. I still can't. I have too much going on there. I think so. But sometimes I feel like I'm sitting on, like, too much and I have to move it around. Mm-hmm. And that's a thing. I guess I haven't revealed what would be in my freak off, and that is, you know what?
Well, you said the creature toys. The
creature toys. And I like unusual things to be used as toys, just in general. I think that's like, you know, like a...
Like what, like a shampoo bottle?
Like a champagne bottle. Not like that side. Don't get... I already knew. Like, that I think is, like, hot and freaky to me.
Well, that's freaky.
Yeah, or, like, putting your... Not in that. Well, I mean, look, if you're small... Look. But putting your dick in... I think that's hot. But, okay. Do you have anything else to say about the freak off? Because there has been something you've been keeping from me to talk about on the podcast. Your postal worker situation, no?
That has nothing to do.
But I now need to know about your postal worker situation.
I wanted to talk about my experience with the postal workers because it's just like something like shifted, like the winds shifted, and I've been having run-ins with postal workers like regularly. And I'm talking about like 4 days in a row. So like how often do you go to the fucking post office? Like probably never, right?
Oh, like maybe once a month.
Okay, so the first thing that happened is that I accidentally was nude in front of my new postal worker because I just moved.
Okay.
She saw it all.
Where were you? How?
I was running in quickly out my door.
Hold on.
I had a top on. I was in full nude.
So you were pantsless, underwearless, running outside.
Not running outside. I was on the step.
Why?
I forget why.
Were you fucked up?
No. It was like the morning. But I screamed and I was like, "Oh my fucking God, the fucking postal worker just saw it all, right?" And Ben's like, "Kelly, you stupid ass, like what are you doing naked on the front porch, right?"
That's what we're all thinking.
But I was like, it's okay. It's not like some creepy old postal worker. It's like, she like is my age and kind of looks like me. Anyways, so that was my first like post office thing that happened. Then I had to go to the post office the next day for work. And I just get treated so poorly at that post office that I'm like, what did I fucking do to you people? Like, you know, and
yeah.
And like, as if like what I need to be doing is like a total inconvenience to them. Like, God forbid I had to go there to do something. I had to go there the next day and like, I was already riled up about free pussy to my first postal worker,
right.
Second day. So like by the third day, I just had it.
Sure.
And I was thinking like, what is it with the attitude of post office people, because like they want to be treated like they're ambulance drivers, but then they insist on like dressing like fucking Steve Irwin. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like then you're just supposed to accept that. And like, I don't know. I was just like really riled up about the post office this month.
It's been rough for you. I am so sorry. Kelly actually just moved right near me. So are you going to our local post office? I don't even know what post office is close to us. I just go to the one that I know about.
There's one like right there.
Okay.
And like across the street from Walgreens.
Oh, okay. I never go to that post office. There is a post officer who has a big following on Instagram, who is in New Orleans.
Are you talking about the UPS guy?
Yes, yeah.
I love him.
Yes, and he greets a lot of dogs and stuff.
Okay, well, they're a private company. They're not a government entity.
Right, and I do really like him, but he doesn't deliver to me. I know nothing of his work other than what he posts on Instagram.
The dogs, right? You're talking about the dogs?
Yeah, the dogs.
You chat sometimes.
I'll say, hey, follow my friend Kelly Hot Dogs with a Z. And he will. I mean, we've had some good conversations.
Well, I really just, like, to be perfectly clear, I do not have an issue with UPS people.
Okay. You know what? I'm a big FedEx fan, actually. I really appreciate the work that they do. And I was watching Seinfeld the other day, which hasn't aged super well, by the way, but it's fine. It's still funny, but like some of the things they say. But they call it Federal Express in that TV show.
Well, that's like its full name, right?
But like, who has ever called it Federal Express? Okay, Kelly. It's time for your hate mail. Are you ready?
Yes, I just got a new glass.
Yes, you got a new glass of champagne.
And I can have a champagne and beers too.
Yes, you can. Dear Kelly, I hate you. Your asshole is suctiony. Your salt intake is too high.
Bullshit.
And are you ever sexually attracted to anything normal? Don't say Ben. He's not normal. Love Taylor. Answers, questions, thoughts.
I love it. Resent the salt comment, but I'm not gonna deny the asshole suctioning thing. Like, I'm just gonna. Taylor, maybe you're built different. Your ass doesn't allow you to experience what I can experience.
So what normal things are you attracted to, just to bring our audience in? Just so that they know that you're an okay human. I'm just wondering.
Not postal workers. I don't know. I feel on the spot.
Okay, that's fine. She's not attracted to anything normal, so I thought I was going to be the weird one on this, but apparently not so much. All right, guys. Well, think about it and get back to them on the next episode.
Yes.
You know, plan some things so you...
Normal thing.
Normal things. We'll just talk about some normal things next time. And maybe next time we'll be able to tell you about the DMs that I got and the new DMs that I got during this podcast.
Which I demand to see immediately.
From the reality show star.
That I follow very closely.
Very closely.
And I actually really specifically like that person's story in this.
Wow. That's beautiful. Kelly, you want to wrap it up for us?
That's all, folks.
All right, everyone. Goodbye.